I'm Phoebe.
And I'm Autumn.
And this is #FandomLife.
There's just the 4 movies, right?
Yes, there's 4 Inuyasha movies and like 157
Yeah, I got
episodes.
And then there's also Final Act, because that's what I was checking. I'm like, I know I have all the episodes, but I didn't know if I had all the movies.
I don't think I've seen the 4th Inuyasha movie. I was thinking about it, and I think it's one of those things that like I was fading out of anime, and so I downloaded it at one point and never watched it. And it's like it wasn't like the 3rd. No, I had to have watched it because I spent a year downloading the 3rd Inuyasha movie in 2 parts.
Wow.
Because it was the time when people would burn files to CD.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to be 2 695 megabyte files on dial-up.
At night.
So I was very, like, the house, for like the first year that we were there, I was very sleep deprived.
Yeah.
I was so very sleep deprived, and no one else knew, but I knew because I felt it.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, okay, Mom's in bed, everything's quiet, everyone's asleep. Is she asleep? I think she's asleep. Let's wait another hour. I'll set an alarm for myself to wake up at midnight.
Yeah.
So I'd wake up at midnight and then like tensely dial onto the dial-up internet and then set another alarm for myself at like 5 a.m. to turn it off. So, like, really, but I got the whole movie. And I was like, this is the best thing I've ever watched. Because I've waited so long.
Yes. So you get that nice reward. Or now and everything, you can just stream it. And so you don't get that, like, accomplishment. It's like, I downloaded this thing on dial-up.
On dial-up over a year. And I downloaded the first part and I couldn't watch it because then I'd want to watch the second part. But the second part wasn't downloaded yet. So I had one half of this movie for like 6 months.
God.
It was awful. It was awful. I think I was like torrenting that too.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know better. Because I didn't know about Mega Upload yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God bless Mega Upload. I miss Mega Upload. So you're back in Sims.
Yes, I am. Because I had that little extra money from my check, I'm like, I'm gonna buy the magic expansion.
Oh, the magic.
So I can have magic. And then I was like, I never bought like the island one. I was like, I didn't buy it. Cause I knew last time like we recorded or something. I was like, I'm gonna buy that.
Yeah.
When I get back to my apartment, and I didn't do it. I'm just like, so I bought them both. I was bad and I bought them both. So now I've just been playing that, and then the University came out.
Yeah,
and so I bought that.
Well, great. You let me know how that is, because that is the expansion that actually killed The Sims on my computer. I cannot play The Sims now on my computer because now there's so much lag. I can't do anything.
The corner of my eye, I just see this like shape rise up. Oh, God.
The cat behind the sofa.
I forgot she was there. I'm so tired.
She's like a demon just rising.
It was though, because I was focusing on you, and just like it's just this thing. I was like, what is that?
It's Satan.
Finally, he's come to get me. It killed Sims on your computer.
It actually did. Like, I was like, okay, University, Dan and Phil's last kid is still at home. His name is Winner. I don't remember why I named him Winner, but I'm upset by it because he's the one I hate the most. I don't know why I dislike this child specifically. I don't like him.
Okay.
And I'm like, alright, so you're still at home. God. One of their Sims is off in the city being a gay vampire. It's fine. It was their firstborn. It's great. He's living their life. And then the other one has gone to swim with the dolphins.
Yes.
And find her girlfriend up in the islands, which is fine. The other one is now an actress, and she's the alien one.
Okay.
That has found her girlfriend in the magic lands, which is great. I hate this child that's still at home. I was like, you can go to university, so maybe you can do something with yourself. And after I installed the new update, I downloaded all 7 gigs or whatever through a shady website, and then installed it, all that stuff. The Sims runs so slow, I can't even open it anymore. Kenshi runs better than The Sims does on my computer now. And Kenshi doesn't run great.
Yeah.
Like, I've been playing it all day, and it's already crashed twice.
God.
And I'm just like, I'm literally not doing anything at all. You're just, you're gonna crash. You're just gonna sit there. Okay, well, cool.
That was like me trying to play Long Dark on the Beast. The Sexy Beast. Every time I would go through a door, it would crash.
I remember you told me about that.
Put my sleeping bag outside the door and sleep like for an hour so it would save, because that used to save it. And then go through the door, have it crash, start my game, go back through the door, have it crash, start my game, go through the door, it'd be fine. Like, put my sleeping bag down, or like find a bed, sleep for an hour to save the game. It was a process. Because sometimes it would just like randomly crash while I was in the middle of searching, so then I would be outside the door again.
It's like, oh great.
So I'd have to save once I got inside. It was a whole thing.
Yeah.
No, so I got university, and I was like, great. So got a sim, and I was like, this is awesome, and I made it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do like basic, nothing fancy yet, just to kind of feel out how this one goes.
Oh, I need to send you links to the add-ons that I got.
Yeah.
That gives them like random, like proper emotions. They'll just randomly get angry for no reason.
Nice.
Or randomly be like, so-and-so's really feeling insecure right now for the next 3 hours. And it's so cute, but continue on.
And so it was great. It's like, made it through all the classes. It got like the highest grade you can get. Like, the GPA is great. Graduation is in 5 hours. He electrocuted himself by fixing the computer, and he died.
And you said you didn't save, did you? At least not like
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I did that with one time. I accidentally deleted Dan and Phil Sims' like 5th child as a baby. I was like, what is it? I was like, oh, here's a cheat. What is this like blank bubble? And that deleted the child, and they were sad. And I was like, and it had been like a week in sim time, and I'm like, I can't redo all of this. So they have like the one dead child.
Yeah.
So upsetting. I was so mad.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm not. So I just created a new sim and
really
started over with like a different career, like a different, degree, like, end goal. We're just gonna ignore that tombstone right there, and that's just gonna stay there.
Yes, you can like bring them back to life.
I know, but I was mad about it.
Oh, okay.
It's the principle of the thing, being like, you
dumbass.
You graduated in 5 hours, and you killed yourself fixing the computer on your own, because I didn't tell you to do that, because I walked away for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds about right.
Because, like, I come back to the, fixing coffee or something, and I come back to the computer, and I was like, alright, you should be done doing that thing that was going to take you, like, 4 hours, so it's fine, and then it's like, I just see him being electrocuted and die.
It's like, huh?
And I was like,
oh, okay. When you said they keep dying,
yeah,
in the Google Doc, I thought you meant like you kept killing them. Like you kept just letting them go into the pool and then removing the thing.
No, I did that on purpose.
Have you watched, like, over like the past like 2 weeks of me having vacation, I was like, these 5-hour long live streams that Mark has been doing on Twitch? After the collector died.
I noticed I haven't been seeing their videos pop up. Is their channel gone?
They privated everything because of the new YouTube like rules or whatever. They got scared and they put, because I was like in the middle of watching one of the Bonercast episodes. I'm like, I'm gonna catch up on all of this, and I had caught up on a few, and I was literally in the middle of one, and I was like, why did it just stop? I was like, I don't understand. And I went to their channel, and I was like watching in real time as all of the videos disappeared. They put on the discussion part of their channel, they put a message that says, due to YouTube's new rules, I can't keep these up, so I'm privating everything.
At least they didn't just delete their channel. Yeah. So they technically still have them.
They have everything, but they privated everything. And this is the kind of crap that just irritates the crap out of me, because YouTube's not going to go after them putting up streams that like Markiplier has done on Twitch.
Yeah.
That are still available on Twitch. Thank God, because I went through all of those. Mm-hmm. And now I just like, in the background, have them going like my favorite ones have going. But because of that stupid shit, I assume it was something to do with the new rules about, like, whether something is for kids or not. Mm-hmm. Which is Mark and Jack and Bob and Wade did a whole, like, little stream on Twitch, one of their 5-hour, like, podcast streams about that nonsense. Have you watched any of that lately? Mark's streams? In your copious free time?
What I've been doing is when I'm at work, I will listen to, like, you know, just, like, the podcast part.
Yeah.
And then once I start playing games, I'll prop my phone up and, like, kind of watch, because usually by that time, I'm in a good enough spot where I can, you know, have that going.
It was, like, the one before the last one.
I haven't caught up. For some reason, I haven't been getting notifications.
Weird.
Even though I'm following all of them, like, on Twitch. I'm not getting the notifications. I'll get notifications for, like, when Wade plays, you know, Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Or, like, when, like, this other Twitch streamer is playing this. I'm like, but I'm not getting the notifications for when they're streaming their, you know.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I know
Peens in a pod.
Bob is apparently streaming, like, on Facebook now. Mm-hmm. Did he just completely delete his Twitch? Or just not use it anymore?
I don't know.
I don't follow Bob, so...
I would assume he's... I don't know. I'm assuming... I don't know.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you're on top of these YouTubers that you follow.
Well, I don't have time
I know,
to keep up with other people's shit. I'm just now catching up on Bonercast, which is renamed 3 Peens in a Pod.
Yeah. Him and Jack and Bob and Wade were, like, actually, like, talking seriously about it for, like, an hour and a half. And it was just nice to hear, like, them all talking seriously and Jack talking seriously about how this could affect their channels and all that stuff. None of their channels are labeled as for kids.
Yes.
But YouTube is also really stupid, which was the gist that I got out of all of it was... And, like, Mark got an email from his lawyer in the middle of all of it, and he's like, my lawyer said that my channel should not be an issue just because he's never marketed himself, like, to kids.
Yeah.
It's not like, here's Elsa Spider-Man frozen, this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, so I think it would be fine. I think, honestly, Dan and Phil's gaming channel would be more at risk than Mark or Jack, just because they kept it almost cleaner up until recently, and then they killed the channel, and the channel's dead now. Like, everything is dead, just like their marriage. Like, they're divorced again, even though there's something going on with, like, their shops. There's, like, a countdown, like, they're doing maintenance, and so Tumblr's like, they're going to announce the shops are now dead. Like, yes, because that's why they would put up an alert that says under maintenance.
God.
They're probably combining them again.
Yeah.
For the holidays, which is good, because I haven't gotten Dan's candle yet, and because I haven't had the money and I'm upset about it. If Phil puts out more socks, I would like those, but mostly I want Dan's candle. I just haven't had the money when he announced it, and I feel like such a fake Dan fan, considering, like, he is my favorite. So mad at myself. Oh my god, have I told you? So, I've decided I'm going to write Tony and Steve fic, which I've needed to do for a while, just because, like, I have a lot of ideas. But did you know that, remember the big Watchtower, like, sign that was on one side of the Brooklyn Bridge up in New York, right?
Yeah, they took
it down. Yeah, they took it down. And now I forget what else it is. But apparently it was put up illegally anyway. And so, for the longest time, no one could change it, because it was also illegal to take it down because it was put up illegally. So they finally, like, were able to take it down. And they put up a new sign recently. I forget what it is.
Because that would be great.
On the, like, 50-year anniversary of the original sign being put up.
Wow.
The new people that own that building. That I think Etsy is in. Like, that's their headquarters now. As well as, like, a whole bunch of other stuff. Where is it? Anyway, I realized, I was like, Steve Rogers was not around for any of this nonsense.
Oh, that's right.
Because he died before the organization was technically formed and in the public.
Oh.
And he woke up when that Watchtower sign was still on that building. So, in, like, whenever... I need to look at the timeline. Developers replaced iconic Watchtower sign overlooking Brooklyn Bridge. Now it says welcome instead of Watchtower.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
So Steve Rogers would be like, what the fuck is this Watchtower thing that is in my neighborhood?
Yeah.
Of Brooklyn. And I'm just like, imagining this is what I'm going to write instead of the rest of NaNoWriMo. Even though I'm only at 16,000 words. because I really needed this, like, 3 weeks of vacation. Yeah. I needed this 3 weeks to do nothing. And I have...
de-stress?
I have effectively done nothing, and I'm very happy with myself.
Nice.
And I'm happy that I got 16,000 words out of it, and I've got, like, the bare bones of the idea, and also that I somehow, like, wrote a lady billionaire who's also a dragon.
Nice.
But can't fly because her dragon magic was taken from her. So instead she built a really super fucking tall building and just decides to skydive off of it.
I love it!
She feels like it.
I love it!
And I'm like, this is like, I would love to build a super tall building and then skydive off of it.
Yeah.
Like the one building in Dubai that's like the highest building on the planet. And so it's like so high. There's like video of people just like literally skydiving off of like a platform out of like the side of the building. And I'm like, damn, that's a great idea.
That'd be a great way to die.
It'd be a great way to die. But anyway, I have forgotten what I was doing. I have not written all of NaNoWriMo. I'm okay with it. Instead, like the next 2 days, I'm going to write Steve Rogers finds out who Jehovah's Witnesses are. And like, I just have like this little snippet of like Steve being like, well, Tony's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like Jarvis like finding Steve information. Steve's like, well, they were nice to me when they talked to me on the street. And Tony's like, listen, Jarvis has found this information. They're a fucking cult, Steve. I don't know what to do with you. And then introduce Tony Stark's view on religion.
Yes.
And I got to thinking about it, and like the group chat has already had to deal with like me talking about this. So there was a recent. I'll link you. I tweeted about it too. There was a talk in one of the assemblies or conventions or whatever. One of the preachers.
One of the males.
That's only the males are allowed to give the talk. One of the males talked about how superheroes are bad.
What? Yes.
Without naming names, he's like, and one of them was like depending on like what generation of like comic books. One of them was clearly Tony Stark.
Yeah. And
how he's like, and some of these characters, they pretend to be gods. And I'm just like, I see. But it's like a 5-minute clip, and just like listening to like that drone and the very slow way of talking that they do for emphasis about how there's even a superhero, you would call them, that had his special suit taken away because he was piloting it while drunk. And I'm like, oh, Tony Stark.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I see. And I'm just like, oh my god. Oh. And so, like, and then I was like furious for like a solid like 4 hours because if I was still trapped in the cult and in that situation, I would obviously, like, I'm in fandom, I would still be in that situation. I'm a fan, I'll obviously be a fan of like Avengers and all that crap because that's part of fandom now. It's like this huge part of fandom. And I'm just imagining myself in that situation, unable to like get out, and they're attacking the one thing that I love and that I used to escape. Like, I'm just imagining us sitting in like one of these meetings and me in like the heyday of my like weebness and like anime is the best and don't you dare say anything about my son/father gacked. Like, how dare you? Like, if someone up on the stage talked about how like anime was like ruining your life and like how like shameful and horrible this is, I'm just like I was like so angry for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you come into my house, you talk about things that you don't understand.
You disrespect my family.
You disrespect my family, my son, and my father. You disrespect my children. You are not allowed to talk to me or my son ever again.
Yes. Oh.
So mad. But then I thought up I'll like link this. I'll link it to you so you can like see, because like the entire time I'm just like, this is so numbing. Like, just the drone of him talking. I was like, I had to sit through this for like 9 hours. Well, no, it wasn't 9. I'm thinking like a solid 8 hours, 7-8 hours when we were at like the convention or the assembly or the one day assembly or in hell. I'm just like, my God, it's just mind-numbing. I can't even.
Mm-hmm. That's why there's some podcasts I can't listen to.
Oh, yeah, because they get that tone.
Yeah.
And that cadence, and you're just like, oh no.
And even that is fine, but sometimes it's also paired with just the way they speak. Because they used to be like a preacher. Yeah. And it's like, I can hear it.
Yeah.
In your voice. And sometimes it's fine because they realize they sound like that, and so they like...
But they're aware.
Yeah, and then sometimes it's like, PTSD.
Yeah. God damn it. Okay, so apparently everyone's freaking out because the countdown on DanAndPhilShop is now not up there anymore, but it still says back soon, closed for maintenance. There's an option for a password, so I'm sure there's like hundreds of people.
Oh, yeah.
Not hundreds. I'm sure there's like 12 people that are very dedicated to trying to figure out this password.
Yes.
Which I'm sure if they actually figured out this password, it would lead to like a Rickroll. Just because. Just because.
Yeah.
Because that is what Dan does.
Yeah, because he'll be like, oh, they're not going to try and figure it out. It's fine. Dan's like, no. We need to do this.
Even if it's one person, it would still, like Dan would know and be like, gotcha.
That'd be great.
But anyway, this entire thing, like, we started talking about Peens in a Pod.
Mm-hmm. And then it went to Sims. And then it was back to Peens in a Pod. And then it was... like, our trauma in the cult. Mm-hmm. I don't want to make a fic where it's, like, preaching to people. But damn, I just really want to write out Tony Stark's views on religion. I just really do. Anyway, back to Peens in a Pod. Like, I'm watching all of it, and I finally caught up, having, like, 2 weeks not doing work and sitting at home and doing nothing has, like, super helped. My blanket that I've made is, like, almost big enough. It's, like, enormous. Nice.
But in episode 23, about 15 minutes in, like, they're, like, talking, chit-chatting, and then I'm, like, crocheting, and I look up, and, like, suddenly Mark is wearing glasses.
What?
It's like, he, like, just randomly, nothing is said the entire time he has these glasses on, or takes them off.
It's just...
He just, like, suddenly decides to put these sunglasses on, and they're the ugliest fucking things. They look like, I saw that, I'm like, this is the glasses that Tony Stark would wear.
Are they the pixel, or is this a different
No, this is, light pink situation.
Oh, God.
Where's my damn PlayStation? Go back. Where is it?
What even?
It is this one. And suddenly...
What?
And suddenly...
What? And they just don't say anything?
He says nothing.
And nobody else comments on it?
No.
What? And he just puts them on. He's like, I found these on my desk.
Nothing. Like, he's about to put them on. He says... nothing. It's like he just had him there and he's like, huh. And then the entire, like, hour and a half he had these on, I was so distracted because I could see, like, reflections of, like, his desk and, like, other stuff happening on his desk. And I was like, this is so fascinating. I was like, he's got, like, Bob's feed and Wade's feed, so he was, like, actively, like, talking to them.
It's just like, I found these.
Just nothing.
And they're probably so used to his bullshit. They're just...
just continue on, say nothing. The only time he ever, like, acknowledges that he's wearing the glasses is, like, at a certain point, he's, like, trying to catch the light with him to do the anime thing where he pushes the glasses up. And that's the only time he comments. He's like, oh, sorry, I was trying to do the, like, anime thing. And then nothing else after that.
It's amazing.
And, like,
it
just continues on, nothing. And, like...
It's random shit like that I love.
Yeah, because I'm not going to stand there. I'm not going to sit here while I'm crocheting and stare at the TV the entire time. So, I'm just, like, every so often glancing up, and I, like, glanced up, and I'm like, where the fuck did these glasses come from? So I had to, like, rewind 2 minutes and be like, he just put them on for no reason, and then took them off for no reason.
Just...
Yeah, just, sure.
Because it's relatable, but you're just, like, you're, just noodling around listening and talking, and you're just like, oh, thing.
Yeah.
You're just like, da-da-da-da. I was like, oh, thing.
So, like, the entire time, I'm just, like, I wonder how many people have, like, frame by frame, like, paused this video just to see, like, the reflection on his desk.
Oh, I love that you actually see his setup.
His,
in the Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah,
yeah. I love it.
The new Five Nights at Freddy's thing with the iPad.
It's actually kind of cool.
It is cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and download it just for shits and giggles and stop. Whatever.
This is what you get for putting the thing on the floor.
Stab
He's gonna
it.
sit on it now.
You can sit on it. Don't claw it.
He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, you can sit on it. Don't claw it.
He's like, what?
It's like a lint roll cat hair off. Can't take care of the claws.
It took me, like, a while to realize that he'd moved. And I guess, like,
Yeah.
he had a separate studio situation with, like, the old one. And I guess this is, like, actually in his house. He's like, how dare you? How dare you not let me claw on your laptop bag?
Yeah.
Now he's offended.
I know. I'm gonna keep doing it. I know. At first I was like, oh, it's just because he's recording in a different space because, you know, the stuff. And it's like, no, he moved. Yeah, I'm assuming that's a closet of some sort.
Yeah, it's a closet. At one point,
I know.
At one point, it's like it's like open and he like turns on the light. So you can see it's a closet.
Okay. Because I know in a couple of his, I think it was like a try not to laugh or something, one of the things like disturbed him. And he's like, I gotta run away. And like goes and runs into the closet. And I was like, I'm assuming it's a closet, not just like another room.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, I think it's a closet situation. For like, from what I saw, I know at one point the light was off in there and the door was like barely cracked.
Oh.
And like before they like got serious, like he got serious into whatever he was doing, he's like, I gotta go close the door of like scariness, and closed it so it wasn't like this crack.
Yeah.
Like, it was like awful in the background. You're just like watching it, being like, is there gonna be a hand that comes out of that?
Amy
or something?
needs to just like hide in there one
That would be
days
so
and just
funny.
like creep up behind him.
That would be so funny.
Oh God. Oh.
She wouldn't be able to catch him, like, too unaware. She'd have to do it really fast, because he has also a feed of himself.
Well, it would have to be, like, when he's doing VR or something during a game.
Yeah, it would have to, like, he would have to have something on so he's
Yeah.
not looking at the screen. Because at one point, he's like, why are y'all telling me there's something behind me? He's like, I'm literally watching
Yeah.
myself on the screen.
Yeah.
There's nothing behind me. He's like, y'all, are you stupid?
Yeah. Yeah, because he has, like, the multi-stream up and everything,
Oh,
so you
yeah.
can see all three of them.
Yeah.
Which is sad that you don't get, like, the multi-stream version.
I know, that would be nice.
I wish you could go back, like, on and get, like, Unus Annus. Have you watched?
No. I have not watched any of it whatsoever.
So fucking weird. I love it.
I will attempt to watch it, maybe.
Did you even watch, like, the trailer that they put up?
I watched the trailer and I was like, this is exactly what Mark and Ethan would make. I was like, I understand this completely coming from them.
Yeah. So, it's like they are very bored.
Yeah.
And now that Heist with Markiplier is, like, out, he's not working on it, he needs something to do.
Yeah.
And he's like, Ethan, we're going to try and get you some more subscribers.
Yeah.
And that's what this is, basically.
He's made so many jokes and, like, the 3 Peens in a Pod about how Ethan's channel's dead.
Yes! I love it.
He's like, rip Ethan. Or at least his channel. Ooh!
It's so great. And it's every video. I'm like, it's like they, you know those thoughts when you're getting ready to fall asleep and you're just like, what if this thing? What if I did that?
Yeah.
And then you never do. That's what these videos are. It's, you look at a thing and you're like, oh, okay. But then you go on about your day. No, they continue and they go and buy the thing and do the thing. And I don't understand, but I'm entertained by
They're
it.
two dumbasses.
They are.
Like, and I say this with love.
Yes.
Like, watching the 3 Peens in a Pod streams have, like, rekindled. I'm just like, I have such deep affection for Markiplier and his stupid face.
I know.
I was like, he is, like, actually a good person.
Keep hinting.
And, like, 99%, I'm 99% convinced that he does not have, like, a dark secret that will, like, eventually make me ashamed to be a fan of his.
Yeah.
I'm like, never 100%, just because I trust no one. But 99% is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, like, I am 99% sure that he has never kicked a puppy or, like, hit Amy or, like, voted for Donald Trump. I am, like, almost 100% sure, 99.9,
Yes.
that he is, like, as pure of a person as he shows us.
Yes.
That 1%, I can't trust anybody. But that's really close.
Mm-hmm. Now it's,
Also, he's a dumbass, and I love him.
He's such a dumbass. And every time he'll do something, just like, Amy, this is your boy. This is what?
This is your future husband.
I know. Love it.
There is a possibility you might have a child with this man.
Oh, God.
Are you okay with this?
This is the father of your dog children.
Yeah, it's like, you have 2 dogs with this man.
I love it.
Are you okay with this? Or can you sleep at night knowing
Apparently.
That, like...
He's locked you out of the house on multiple occasions by accident. I just... Oh, because it was in one of these. That he was like, I think that was the first time. The second time was when she slept in the fan. I'm sure there's been a couple more.
Him locking her out of the house and her having to sleep in the van already set her proposal back by like 6 months.
I know.
And then you start this YouTube channel with Ethan. Amy's a great person.
I love
Amy's just a wonderful person.
I love Amy.
And, like, she's weird just like him. She just knows how to keep more of it tucked. Mark's just like, he's like, huh, and then vomits it out onto everyone. And Amy's just like, I'm going to keep my weirdness on the inside.
Yes.
And, like, pretend I'm an alien.
I love Amy. I love Amy so much. And then I watched, I put a pause on this and I was watching, so I put up whole streams of where it's like Mark and Amy playing games or just like talking.
Nice.
And I'm just like, cause, you know, there's a couple times where it's just them playing some games. I'm just like, I love this so much. Because he'll just like start going off on like a tangent with like a stupid voice, and she's just
sitting there.
And she was like, okay, Mark. Yeah. She told a story how she took Chico for a walk, and Chico was like getting distracted by something, or, you know, like tugged on a leash or something, and instead of going like, Chica, she said, Mark! She's like, I yelled at Mark, who wasn't there. She's like, and Chica just looked very confused.
She was just like, what? What is happening? Is my human okay?
It's like, yeah.
I might attempt to watch, what is it? Unus Annus? What is
Unus Annus. It basically means like 1 year or something. And I keep reversing those. So I keep saying Annus Unus.
So
but in my head,
one anus. There's
I know.
YouTube channel.
In my head, I'm like Anus.
Anus.
And I figured this would be. They're like, no, it means 1 year because it's after a year.
Yeah.
They're gonna delete the channel, and they even said like, please don't record or like save the videos.
They have never interacted with Dan and Phil fandom. Like, so help me God.
I know. There's like, please don't save these videos because we want it to be like an experience. You were here to see these, and then after, you know, once they're gone, they're gone.
There's like
there's already people reacting to these videos.
There's like 25 people that have like got their Google Drive filled up with these videos and intend on continuing that.
Oh yeah.
There will be shady links going around on Tumblr to Google Drives filled with these videos.
Oh yeah.
Like there would have been if the collector had given us more notice.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me so sad because
it makes me very sad.
Because they had Mark's streams, they had Jack's, so much stuff that I don't know if is even up that I can find again. And I just hadn't gone back that far.
I know, I'm so sad because they were the collector for a reason.
Yeah.
They even had, weren't they the ones that also had some of Dan and Phil as well?
I don't remember. I didn't go that far back. I had subscribed to them for like when I eventually like wanted or had time to watch things like the 3 Peens in a Pod, and then I had time to watch, and then they privated everything. But at least they privated it, so hopefully they'll get a wild hair in the future when they're like confident YouTube's not going to be stupid.
Yeah.
But it's still stupid.
And
it makes me sad.
Yeah, between the new policies and that whole debacle with locking everybody's, even like their Google accounts.
Oh yeah, Mark's thing. Yeah.
I think that between that and like the new policies is just like scaring everybody, which understandably.
Yeah. At least Mark has had a direct line to getting that fixed, which was great. I'm glad he had that. But if he was someone that didn't have that, then they'd still be screwed, which is not fair.
Yeah.
And thankfully, Mark likes his fans enough and is protective enough of his fans to work to make sure that got fixed and that got handled.
Well, it's like he said, this happened to him before.
Yeah.
Like, that had happened to him to his first channel.
Yeah.
Like, the actual Markiplier channel. Now it's Markiplier Games.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it really hit home for him. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And you could tell he was so mad in that video. You could tell.
And it's still stupid that he doesn't have the original channel back when he's like doing stuff with YouTube, but they won't give him his original channel back. It's like, that's so stupid. It's like, what is this bullshit?
Yeah.
And now like he can't really because everything is connected to the new channel. But still, like, I would want my old channel just to be like, yes, I have it.
Yeah.
It is mine. Even though everything is under Markiplier Game, Markiplier is mine. But yeah. And now Jack's back in some of the 3 Peens in a Pod episodes now.
I figured that would eventually, since they have a brand together.
Right.
Cloak.
Right.
But I know that the fans made it weird. And so that's why they stopped playing games together and didn't really hang out.
Fucking deal.
Because the fans did make it weird.
Look, they just need to spend more time in fandom. The reason Dan and Phil weren't really bothered, first of all, they've been married this whole time, except most recently when they got divorced after they came back from Japan, because clearly their shop is being, like, closed down.
People are so weird.
They're so stupid. They just spent, like, 3 weeks in Japan.
I know!
I'm so happy for them. They seem to have, like, a great-ass time. I'm sure it's so expensive, but my God, you've got that tour money now.
I know, and the book money.
And the book money and the investments that Phil has invested in Tootsie Roll, I'm sure. Like,
oh, yeah.
Let's not...
Marshmallow.
Oh, yeah. All the marshmallow
Haribo,
investments. The Haribo investments. That's what paid for Japan.
I had some.
Oh, I started playing No Man's Sky again.
Yeah.
Also, I've had the time to, like, play video games again, and I need, like, 12 arms and 13 hands, because I'm, like, crocheting, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to crochet, I want to play this game. But also, I want to watch this thing, and I could play the game while watching this thing and have the thing on my computer, and playing the game on the PlayStation. So really, I'm not paying attention to either of them, but both of them is happening. But I also want to crochet, so I have no hands for this, and also I need to write. So really, I need, like, all these hands and 12 computers.
So you have your phone here with a little keyboard.
Yeah.
So you're, like, writing on that. Then you're watching something on your computer and watching and then playing the game on the PlayStation. Yeah, and then
hitting some buttons for the PlayStation with the other hand typing, and every so often stopping everything and crocheting and going back. Like, that's, yeah. But I was like, I have not played No Man's Sky in, like, forever. And I bought the damn game when I bought the PlayStation, because it's only 2 games I own, because I bought them specifically because I wanted to play them. That's why I bought the damn PlayStation! Detroit Become Human and No Man's Sky. Anyway, there was an update to No Man's Sky, and so I started a whole new game because I didn't remember where the hell I was or what I was doing, and I found a paradise planet. It's, like, very green and leafy, and I'm assuming this is part of the update and not just, like, a random-ass planet I found, because it seems too good. But also, they're like, hey, here's a computer. Also, this is your base now. Build a shelter for all your shit. And I'm like, excuse me? This is a shelter-building game now? This isn't an exploring the stars game? Like, this is great. I'm gonna build a fucking shelter.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so that's what I was doing, and I've completely lost track of why I started this. Okay, so one of the 3 Peens in a Pod episodes, they played a game called Heavy Rain 2. It looked so freaking fun. I just could not contain myself. Like, they were having so much fun playing it. It was like Jack, and I've watched, who was it? I think I watched Tobal. No, not Tobal. It was Cryptic Fox play it earlier, and I didn't realize what it was. He was, like, streaming it at one point, and I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. And I was like, oh, that looks kind of fun, but I didn't care enough because I didn't watch it enough to, like, see how fun it was.
Yeah.
But Mark and Jack and Wade and Bob played it. I think Jack was involved. Played it, and I was like, you know what? I really want this. I was like, I want to play it. I have not, like, felt this, like, desperate need to play a game until I saw Jack play Detroit Become Human, and I was like, all those robots could be gay and in love. Oh my God.
Yes.
But I bought it, and I bought it at full fucking price. You know how much I played it? 5 minutes. Full fucking price last week. I was like, you know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna buy it. I was like, that's fine. And I started it and immediately died. And I was like, damn, I'll come back to this. Because it's a very intensive, you need to know the buttons.
Yes.
You need to remember what each button does. Because you can fly, you can rush, you have all these things immediately trying to kill you. And you have to, like, know how to move around to get out of their fucking way and learn how to, like, know the buttons to shoot them.
Yeah.
It was too much for me. So I'm glad I paid $30 for this game that I'll eventually go and play later once, like, I decide that I'll probably when I, like, rewatch them play it and be like, damn, that looks fun, and then remember that I have it.
Yes. I've done that.
Yeah. Which is basically what I did with No Man's Sky. I was like, oh shit, I still have that. I was like, oh yeah, I'll play that.
I still need to buy that. I haven't. I need to watch some gameplay of it. Because I know the name, but but I haven't really seen anything of the game. So
well, Mark and Jack have both played it. Mark, of course, was like, it's space! It's so cool!
Yeah.
Because, it's Mark.
Oh, yeah.
But their gameplay is, 2 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and the game has been updated since then, which I, found out. It has, bad reviews just because people, it's one of those that, it's like Kenshi, and, it takes a while.
Yeah.
You are gathering things to fix your ship, and then gathering things and not dying to be able to get the fuel for your ship, and then you blast off into the stars, and then you have to find another planet, then you have to fly to the planet, and it takes a while to fly to the planet. When I first started playing it, I was like, I'm gonna go to this planet over here, and I'm like, even at hyperdrive, I'm like, it's there. I'm like, it's actually saying it'll take 3 minutes. So I'm sitting here just watching this planet slowly get closer and closer for 3 minutes, and I'm like, this is cool. Also, I'm bored now.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm gonna go make a drink and then come back. Now it's at 2.5 minutes.
Wow.
So I understand it's not super, super, super fast paced because the whole point of it was, at least when it originally was released, it's you need to get to the center of the universe, however you get there. And it takes a while to get to the fucking center of the universe, or even to find where the center of the universe is to get to it.
Okay.
So I just enjoyed it. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna just fly around this planet. This looks like something cool. Can I gather these things? I'm sure I'll need them. I have too much crap in my ship. That's okay, because I'm sure I need all of it.
That's I'm that way with so many games.
Yeah.
That's why I can never run anymore in Long Dark.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but even though I don't need these, I might need these.
But what if I need them?
I don't have too many sticks. You have too many sticks.
Exactly. That's how I started really getting I want to gather all the things, just itch. No matter what the things are, I want to gather all the things in a game. So I started playing, what's it called? Oh, what's it called? I want to say Crimes Against Humanity, but it's not Crimes Against... Age of Mythology.
Oh. Crimes Against Humanity.
I don't know.
I like that.
But Age of Mythology, I was like, damn, I even have, the legal version I actually bought. It's in Steam. I was like, okay, I'll play that. And then I realized there was an update to it for, China. That kind of... It was Chinese gods. And when you click on a villager and it talks to you, it sounds vaguely Chinese. And I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this game is so very many years old. I played this game 10 years ago. It's so many years old. But I was like, okay, they released this update. And I'm like, oh, it's on sale? It's $250? This expansion's on sale for $250? I was like, I'll buy the $250. And so I've just spent a whole lot of time just gathering crap. On the easiest setting, just gather all the crap inside my massive walls, and then eventually gather my huge army and go decimate the computer.
I think I actually...
It's so
when I had
fun.
Sexy Beast, I think you actually gave me Age of Mythology.
I gave you Age of Mythology.
And I opened it and I'm like, cool. Even with the tutorial, I did not know what to do.
Yeah.
And I died. It was on the easiest thing. I died so many times. I'm like, I don't know how to move. I don't know what to do. I'm like, I'm banging on the keyboard. I'm clicking random things. I'm like, I have no idea. And so I exited out and I played Long Dark because I actually knew what to do in that. More complicated game.
Age of Mythology. You move around by putting the mouse at the edge of the screen. That's it. And everything else, there's no keyboard shortcuts, which I had to adjust myself to.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that Heavy Rain 2, or Risk of Rain. It's not Heavy Rain, it's Risk of Rain. Shit. Have I been saying Heavy Rain this whole time?
Yeah, because I'm like, Heavy Rain 2, I'm like, wait,
Heavy
what you're
Rain,
describing, I'm like, it's...
Heavy Rain is that other thing that Brian Deckhart played, isn't
it?
Risk of Rain 2. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god.
Okay.
Risk of Rain. God damn it.
Okay.
It's a rain thing.
Okay,
see,
that makes more sense.
It's cool. And the rain is a rain of things that want to kill you.
That makes a lot more sense.
Constantly.
Oh yeah, I have, so that's what that's being called. I've seen that.
It's so cool. And I have a feeling if I had that on a computer that actually would play it, I would have the keyboard shortcuts down and be very good at it.
Yes.
Or at least tolerably good. Because I can say that I had keyboard shortcuts and was very good in like World of Warcraft PvP. I was not. But I had hella fun. I had hella fun in World of Warcraft PvP.
I think I went out, like, renewed my subscription one time and just...
I do too.
Because I got to level 24 and I was like, cool. But I still had no idea what the hell I was doing. And I was like, I made a nice lady character. And now she's level 24 and that's the max I could get at the time. And I'm just like, cool.
I do too. I kind of want... I don't have the money.
I want to play it.
I can't justify the money, but I want to. I want to anyway.
Yeah, and I got to one point where it's like...
Oh, there's a contrast entry on DanAndPhilShop. Go ahead, continue what you were saying.
Where I was too high a level for all the other crap at, like, in my little area, but I wasn't high enough level to beat the boss to get to, like, the next thing. Ooh, what we got? What we got?
We have an Embrace the Void weighted blanket.
Oh, I want it.
For something that's way too expensive, but damn, I want it. It's $100 in not America money.
Well,
which means it's like...
How big is it?
$100. Well, that's big enough for Dan to be under it. 10% of the profit from this will go to Young Minds.
Okay.
I see. God damn it. A Don't Talk to Me scarf. Well, darn tootin', an Embrace the Void blanket. Cozy browsing gingerbread hot chocolate with free mug. And they've combined their shops again. Man, I wish I like US site. Awesome.
See, I wish I had a job that gave me lots of money.
Right?
Because
well, you've got more money than I do right now.
Not anymore. And because Thomas Sanders just put out new merch. New Christmas jumpers and scarves for all of the sides, plus the dark sides.
Look, you don't need to pay rent.
They're $85 each before shipping.
Fine.
I don't have this money
Dan
at
and
all.
Phil, video message contest entry. It costs nothing. You just add it to your cart when you check out. Ticket must be added to cart with at least one merchandise item. 50 winners will be chosen at random. Nice. A cozy browsing candle. Their pajamas, bless. And there's socks. And I don't have Dan's socks. Listen, they did this hand-signed Christmas cards last year, and you know what I didn't get? That damn card with my over $100 purchase.
Know.
And I'm still kind of bitter about it. The gift wrap is back. God bless. If I wrap you a present, guess what it's gonna come in?
Woo.
Dan and Phil gift wrap.
Oh, bless.
Man, I was like... Okay, so I know it's like a note in the Google Doc.
Yeah.
Adam Lambert, like, his official first album came out 10 years ago. It was a wild time. Like, wild time. He was like... He, like, was one of the reasons that people are allowed to, like... Are able to be, like, as gay as they are now in the music industry. Like, he died for our sins. God bless. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it was a good time. Fever still slaps. Fever still slaps. And I'm like, when I was making food earlier, I was like, I had a song going through my head and I need to figure out which one it is. Because I was just like singing it softly to myself and I'm like, wait a second. I know where this song is from. And also, I was supposed to review an advanced reader copy of a book that I got last month, and I didn't because I fell down the Avengers wormhole, and had been rereading hella Tony Loki for my sins. Yes. And then I reached the end of all the fic that I had saved in my pinboard, and so I just switched over to Tony Steve, and really, like, this is really, like, I haven't gotten anything else done. But
plenty done.
I will review that book by Rebecca Witherspoon called Xeni. At some point, I will, because I applied for it and I got it. Okay. She gave it to me, even though I was like, if it's like a teeny-ass podcast that no one listens to, would you still give me an advanced reader copy? And she was like, yeah, sure. I was like, thanks.
No. See, there are some good people in the world.
Man.
Not many.
And like, that was like, it made me mad that I hadn't read this, because I'm like, I actually got an arc. A digital arc, but it's an arc, and I have not read it, and I'm like mad at myself, but it will get done. Also, I might like write it out and put it on my Dreamwidth. Anyway, I really want that weighted blanket, but what is it in America?
It's $125 before shipping.
It's $100, so shipping is another like $50.
Yeah, because it said because of the weight of this item, shipping is going to be more than it normally would be.
And shipping is normally like $45 for one thing. So it's about $300 blanket total.
I really want it, though.
I want it to, and I want the socks, and I want the damn candle. I wish I had money.
I'm just gonna, like, have it sitting in my cart just because. Oh.
That can be my present, my Christmas present to myself.
Yes.
I do want the socks.
Yeah.
And I want the damn pajamas.
Yes.
Because these pajamas that I have are, like, getting worn. I wish I'd bought 2 of the pajama pants. Because these are so fucking stretchy and comfortable. They are so comfortable. That is... Where can we find you on Twitter?
At Purple Corgi.
And you can find me at Writer Phoebe. And you can find the podcast Twitter at #fandom. Be gay. Do crimes.
Woo! But it was a scary thing because I was like 6 years old. I'm like, the demons are in the house. They're here. It's like, what are we going to do? And Mom's freaking useless. And she was just like, we need to pray. And I'm like, that's not doing anything. They're in the house.
Yeah. They're already here. Praying is not going to help.
I know. It's like but it's like they're in the house. What? It's like those horror movies
Get
where...
the fucking salt!